Why budgeting is so important. Budgeting is one of the most important financial habits you can adopt. But if you've never lived on a budget or haven't experienced the benefits that budgeting has to offer, it's easy to wonder why it's such a prominent aspect of personal finance. Budgeting is important because it helps you control your spending, track your expenses, and save more money. Additionally, it helps to make better financial decisions, prepare for emergencies, get out of debt, and stay focused on long-term financial goals. Put simply, living on a budget is a fundamental component of proper financial management. In today's video, we will take a much deeper dive into the importance of budgeting and why it is such a vital part of your financial well-being. And for that, we bring to you the 10 key benefits of budgeting. Number 1. Budgeting helps you control your spending. Let's be honest, when you operate your finances without a budget, you don't really have anything holding you back from spending beyond your means. You might have a general idea about how much you spend, but without accurate numbers, it's easy to lose control of your spending habits. Without a budget, you might spend money like it isn't a big issue. It's hard to correlate our daily spending to our less than optimal financial situation. Buying one thing a month isn't a big deal, but when you add up each month's cost, those seemingly insignificant things add up to way too much spending. Budgeting is important if you want to keep a close eye on your daily spending habits, understand the impact of seemingly small expenses, and take control of your spending. Number 2. Budgeting keeps you on track for your financial goals. Setting goals is pretty easy. Anybody can do it. You just think of something you want to achieve, and then set a defined timeline to achieve it. But setting goals and actually achieving your goals are two very different things. In order to achieve a goal, you need to stick to a plan and stay focused on a clearly defined process, and that's where having a budget is so important. Through a budget, you can reverse engineer your goals and develop a clearly defined process to achieve them. When you create a budget, you are setting boundaries on your financial behavior to achieve every goal you set for your life. Number 3. Budgeting can help your marriage. If you are married, your budget plays an extremely important role in keeping you and your spouse on the same page. It helps you plan your financial future together, hold each other accountable, and make sure you are fighting on the same team. I think it's pretty common knowledge that money fights tend to be one of the biggest problems in marriage. So, if you want to end the financial fights between you and your spouse, and finally get on the same financial page, then budgeting is an important step. Number 4. Budgeting helps you find financial contentment. Financial contentment is one of the foundational elements of good financial behavior. It keeps you from spending money that you don't have, and helps you to enjoy your financial journey. If you spend all your time focusing on the finances of other people, you will never find contentment. Instead, you need to focus on your own life, your own money, and your own decisions. And that's why a budget is so important. Every time you sit down to create, assess, refine, or log expenses into your budget, you are making a conscious effort to focus on your own finances instead of others, and you will be financially content. Number 5. Budgeting keeps you from feeling financially overwhelmed. If there is one thing in particular that doesn't mix well with overwhelm, it's personal finance. The good news is that one of the best ways to combat financial overwhelm is to live your life on a budget. That way, you never spend beyond your means, you are always well prepared for unexpected expenses, and fewer things have the ability to get you upset. Number 6. Budgeting helps you avoid or get out of debt. It's really this simple. If you want to have money, then you need to stop spending it on things you can't afford. In particular, you need to stop hindering your monthly income by using a large portion of it to pay somebody back, with or without interest, for things you couldn't afford in the past. That's why budgeting is so important. It can help you get out of debt or plan your finances so that you can save and pay cash for big purchases and avoid debt in the first place. Number 7. Budgeting keeps you organized. Disorganization is not good for personal finance. The longer you live without a budget, the easier it becomes for your financial life to get messy. Between all your monthly bills, debt payments, and all your other expenses, things can just slip through the cracks. Before you know it, you are struggling to get by and stressed about how you are going to make things work. It's easier to live on a budget and keep your financial life organized than it is to try to get your finances in order after you have allowed them to get disorganized. Number 8. Budgeting helps you prepare for emergencies. I have news for you, life is full of all sorts of emergency expenses. From hospital bills to unexpected home repairs, if you don't prepare your finances ahead of the game, you won't be ready when those expenses come your way. But if you make a point to save for emergency expenses in your monthly budget, then you can avoid all sorts of financial difficulty. You need to be intentional with your money and handle your finances on purpose. Number 9. Budgeting helps you save money. It helps you save money. For some, saving money isn't that difficult. But for some, saving money isn't what you'd call a natural tendency. Living on a budget will allow you to eliminate waste, which increases the amount you can save. On top of that, your budget will hold you accountable for all the financial decisions you make. Your budget increases your savings. Number 10. Budgeting helps you get and stay ahead. Living on a budget can help you finally build that financial life you always imagined. Budgeting allows you to escape the paycheck-to-paycheck lifestyle, live debt-free, and have plenty of financial cushion. In simple words, if you want to finally get ahead in your financial life, start living on a budget. Long story short, budgeting is one of the most important financial habits you can adopt. Between helping you achieve your financial goals, keeping you from getting financially overwhelmed, and even helping you avoid or get out of debt, there are so many reasons to live on a budget. If you think budgeting is important, then tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell for upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.